Well, New Year's
We're here.
resolutions, and I decided to come back this week.
We
Um,
made it.
we
Maybe.
we made it. It is another brand new episode of the list. I'm King Ralph, he's Parma Sean, and we are back again with our good friend and team member here on Opinion City, our broadcast colleague Ben Silverio, bringing us another one of his top five lists. And I have to tell you, if anybody else would have suggested this list, I would have told them to pound sand 12 ways to Sunday. I'm being nice here. So what 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 absolute nonsense are we talking about this week?
Well, my friends, we are talking about the top 5. That's right, 5 top John Cena movies. I, to be fair, this is a topic that I was engrossed in at the time when you mentioned this list, because I was working on an article about his 10 best performances. So in movie and TV. So I figured bringing this to you guys, we would just limit it to his movie appearances.
Right.
Came up with
now that his in-ring career has wrapped up, we'll be seeing a lot more of him in things. So to prepare, we can go back and watch some of his other cinematic gold.
All right. Well,
also, full disclosure, I'm not a huge John Cena fan in the ring.
Well, you came to the right place for that one.
Yeah. John Cena, the character as a wrestler, is not my favorite. I'm not really a fan per se, but I respect him. But John Cena, the actor, I favor much more. I think he takes some really interesting chances with the roles that he's picking. I think that he's not afraid to laugh at himself, and that's why I think he can be valuable in a number of different roles.
Right.
Similar to Batista, but maybe not as serious. I'd say John Cena's capitalizing more on the precedents that The Rock may have set as an actor.
Right.
He's more of a blockbuster movie guy.
Sure. Well, before we get this festival of foolishness going, if you're looking for exclusives, more content, early access, all those great things, head on over to Patreon and join our Patreon. We got a bunch of tiers over there, a lot of great stuff. So check that out down in the description below, or bang, you can use that handy dandy QR code up in the corner. All right. Well, I just want to say before we get started. So, all right, Ben, why don't you start us off with your number 5?
Hey, Ralph, can you guess what I'm about to do right now?
Oh, what? You're not. Go ahead. What?
I have an honorable mention.
Oh, hey! I'm just gonna tell you right now, if your honorable mention is not like the Glad commercials, then I don't want to hear it.
My honorable mention is where it is because he wasn't in the movie entirely. He mostly just has a cameo in it. But the cameo that he does have, if you know about the star and writer of the movie's dating history, he's parodying another wrestler. So my honorable mention is Trainwreck.
Oh, okay.
John Cena's character.
Got you.
It is said that he's supposed to be riffing off of Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Ziggler and Amy Schumer once had a romance.
Okay. Right.
Good old Dr. Ziggles. All right. Well, now that we've again talked about John Cena too much, let's go to your number 5.
Well, my number 5 is actually the 9th installment of this franchise.
Oh, I know where we're going.
Yes, I brought up my very good friend Warwick Johnson, comic book writer, novel writer.
Shout
Empty
out.
Grave, go look that up. Great graphic novel. he introduced me to the Fast and Furious movies as a whole during lockdown.
Okay.
Oh,
wow. Okay.
Prior to that, I had only been a fan of the third one, Tokyo Drift,
Right.
which
sure.
is the best one.
Mhm.
But regardless, our good friend John Cena makes an appearance in the Fast and Furious franchise in F9: The Fast Saga,
Right.
as Jacob, the estranged brother of Dominic.
Yep.
You know, in this movie, they are at odds. Jacob is very upset with the way that Dominic just left him in the dust, and if there's one thing that the Fast franchise is all about, it's family.
Yep.
With them, family needs to be in the picture. So John Cena really took to the heelish nature of this character. Obviously, he carried the action really well, but I think he really handled the nuances of what being the villain in this story required.
Right.
Awesome. All right. Well, from one cinematic masterpiece to another, Sean, what do you have at number 5?
I'm going to preface my list by saying the same sentiments that you said, Ralph, this week and last week. Yeah. I didn't know he had that many movies. I did not know. So my list is 5 because I only really know or watched these 5 at some point. Other than that, I did not know there was even 10. So my list is very short. So I'm going to start off easy with number 5 just because it kind of what got him on the map. And it was the very first time that I ever saw him in a movie other than wrestling, and that was obviously The Marine. It was what started his whole acting career, really. Was his first, movie, was The Marine. And for what it's worth, for his first, really big gig, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Okay.
So.
All right. Yeah. Again, another John Cena cinematic moment. Now, my number 5 is a little different. See, I kind of did my list. Some starring roles, some I just show up here and there roles because
okay.
Because John Cena, John Cena. Let's just say John Cena makes me so upset that even Liv Morgan is upset. I'm just saying. So my number 5 though, my number 5 was a great movie. I didn't expect it to be a good movie when I went to see it. My wife wanted to go see it. And I'm like, okay, it's definitely not a movie for kids like you would think it is, but it's not. But John Cena does make a brief appearance in this one. So my number 5 is Barbie. Because John Cena makes a brief appearance in there. And
as Ken.
Yes, as one of the Kens. And so I thought that was it was really decent movie. Not at all what I expected. Much better. All right, so film critic and writer extraordinaire Ben Silverio, give us your number 4.
Well, my number 4 is a movie that people weren't really talking about. It dropped on Prime Video in 2024. Legendary comedic filmmaker Peter Farrelly directed the film about this group of friends who made up a new member of their group that would take the blame for everything bad that they did.
I know where you're going with it. Yep.
And it's even funnier that this bit carries all throughout their lives, and this is where John Cena comes in because he plays the starring role in Ricky Stenicki.
Yep.
Yeah. The trio of friends played by Zac Efron, Jermaine Fowler, and Andrew Santino have carried this lie throughout their lives, and finally the people in their lives are just like, well, we need to meet Ricky. And so they hire this down on his luck actor to embody the role, and he kind of goes off the rails with it. And I think that's something that John Cena does incredibly well in action comedies, but like in comedies too. You know, like
Right.
it's not like Jackpot where he was required to do all the action bits, but he's still just every bit as funny.
Right.
And Jackpot is also a movie that I highly recommend that you check out, because it's also on Prime Video, easy to find. He stars alongside Aquafina. But I think I chose Ricky Stenicki over Jackpot because like it really shows range for John Cena
Right.
with his emotions. You know, I mentioned nuance in his Fast Saga appearance, but you know, he takes it to a different level of nuance here with Ricky Stenicki, which is probably not something that most critics are talking about in his performance here. But you know,
Right.
it's just I'm reminded of Oscar Wilde in The Importance of Being Earnest, where he brings up the
Right.
term bun burying, where
Right.
it's the notion of making up a person with the intent
Right.
to bring them up as a believable excuse to get out of things.
Right.
So to have John Cena embody that phrase, that word, is just so funny to me. So, you know, Ricky Stenicki, I recommend it. I definitely suggest checking it out over on Prime Video.
All right. Well, Sean, what movie is yours at number 4?
Like you were saying, my list is also similar to whereas some are just kind of maybe cameos where others are full movies. This one specifically, the scene will forever be etched in my brain because it's the exact opposite of what you see Cena as. So in the movie, it's called Sisters, but specifically the scene is where he plays a drug dealer known as Pazuzu, and literally offers Tina Fey and I can't remember the other girl's actor every possible drug
Amy
known
Poehler.
to man, and it's thank you, Amy Poehler. It's literally like a 5-minute clip of him just rattling off every possible drug you can think of to these two girls, and they're like, like it's the
That's
funniest
crazy.
like 5-minute cameo of like the entire movie. It's just Pazuzu. You want drugs? What do you got? What do you want? I have everything.
That's tremendous.
It's a hilarious scene.
All right. My number 4, and this is again talking about, you know, just minor cameo appearances, but I think this one is really good though, because I think it really fits. And if you don't know that he's in the movie, it's a surprise when he shows up.
Right.
But that's him showing up at the end of Daddy's Home.
Oh,
Which,
Daddy's
you know,
Home,
led
right?
into Daddy's Home too, which you know, a little bit more. But I thought that was a perfect part for him, where, you know, Mark Wahlberg is now just realizing that he is in the exact same spot that Will Ferrell was in at the beginning of the movie, because one of the kids' fathers shows up, and it's John Cena of all people. And
Right.
you know, it's not just John Cena. It's like John Cena looking his most jacked and ripped he could possibly be.
Right.
Like,
of course.
you know, yeah. It's so for me, and I thought Daddy's Home was a great movie.
Right.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was great, and you know, John Cena's little cameo at the end there didn't even ruin it for me.
Did you watch the sequel?
I did.
Okay.
Yes. I you know, I enjoyed that much of John Cena. That's probably about it, but you know, it was about as much John Cena as I could handle in one sitting.
Right.
You know. So all right. We're at the midway point. So
Yes.
take us into your number 3, Ben.
All right, my number 3. It's interesting that Sean brought up Sisters, because you know it is a role where John Cena really unleashes his silliness.
Right.
Mhm.
You know, like he utilizes that masterfully in a role like that. Now to take it to the next level is where my next pick comes in, and that is Vacation Friends.
Ooh. Okay.
It hit Hulu in 2021 with very
Yep.
little fanfare, but once
Yeah.
people started to like get word about it and start to pick it up, it really took off. Well enough that it got a sequel, which is also pretty fun. But in this first film, we see Little Rel Howery's Marcus taking his wife on vacation, and they end up meeting John Cena's character Ron and his wife, and the four of them are buddy during this entire vacation. And then when it's over, Cena and his wife kind of try to keep it going. So the chemistry between all four leads is just like perfect. Like it matches up so well. And you know, Ron is such a silly dude. Like he's so jacked, but like so emotional, and you know, it's really a joy to watch on screen to see all of this unfold, because it's just like classic farce elements, you know, where just things are going so crazy around them.
Right.
Like each thing after each thing after each thing is building on a comedy bit. But in the end, you know, you really see the heart and the true meaning of friendship shine through with this whole group. So, you know, even though Marcus doesn't feel that way at first, this comedy really is a blast when you're going through it, and it's quick. You know, I feel like not enough movies are set at this runtime and released in theaters. Like almost every movie that's like in or around 100 minutes, 90 minutes gets dumped to streaming. But this is the perfect thing that I would go watch in like grade school and high school, just to like get out of the hot summer, you know, or just, you know, hey, let's go to the movies on a Friday night. This is a movie that's perfect for that. You know, let's just pop this on and have a good time.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's continue the good times. Sean, give us your number 3.
I mean, I think for the first time in these few weeks of talking with Ben here, we have a match, because Ben said all the words, but I also went with Vacation Friends for number 3. So there really isn't more I can say that he didn't say. So I'm going to leave it at that. Vacation Friends number 3.
All right. Well, this might be the first time in the history of this show that 3 people have all come up with, because Vacation Friends was not my number 3.
Oh, damn.
No.
Wow.
Shucks. Oh man. Oh, that even got Liv. Oh boy. All right. My number 3 was the Marine. You know, kicked off a franchise of other wrestlers and other people, and not John Cena. But
that's true.
I you know, the original is still the best. I mean, it was not a bad movie. It's the kind of movie that you would expect someone like John Cena to be in, you know, early in his movie career. And it was not in the least offensive to me at all, because it was John Cena. So the Marine actually made my list as a movie I've seen. Surprisingly.
All right.
So we are at our runner-up section, and Ben, what is your number 2?
Sorry, you're cutting out a little bit here.
Uh-oh.
Darn.
You good?
You got us?
Okay. Did that fix it? Sorry.
Can you hear us?
Hello? You got us?
I don't know why I can't hear you now.
All right, we're having some momentary issues.
Ben's having problems over there.
So, Sean, why don't you give us your number 2 while Ben's figuring things out there?
Sure. The last 2 are kind of on a bit of a theme, but I'll start off with number 2.
Darn.
It might not be.
Sorry, guys.
You're all good. You're all good.
I don't think he was in it. Well, he was in it for the whole thing, and also kicked off his own series as well.
Okay.
So the newest, remake, reboot, sequel, if you will, of the Suicide Squad. by that
There
was made, where we got the first iteration of the Peacemaker, which again came into a full-fledged show. I still have to watch season 2. But yeah, I loved, like, that really showed John Cena's really funny side, but also that he was willing to say and do anything with that character, because that character literally, like, the things he says and does is ridiculous. So
I will say, you brought up the Peacemaker TV show, and the first time I watched that, they said the F word on that show so many times.
Yeah.
I thought I was watching our Danny Cage episode.
yeah,
It was that bad. I was like, wow, this is like,
it's pretty insane.
wow, yeah. All right, let's bring it back to Ben for your number 2.
Sorry about that. Technical
No,
difficulties.
you're all good,
Yeah.
man. That's the mantra of our show: technical difficulties and shenanigans.
Yes.
That's on the Opinion City crest.
Yeah.
It should,
yeah.
it is
Yeah.
now.
It should be.
It is now. We're making that happen.
All right, for my number 2, it marks the first for the live action Transformers franchise.
Oh, okay.
Because Bumblebee was the first spin-off and prequel, and the first not directed by Michael Bay,
Yep.
and it was the first and so far only installment of the franchise written by a woman.
Yep.
So
Wow.
John
That's
Cena
a lot.
stepping into this major event piece for this beloved IP as Agent Jack Burns
Yep.
seemed like it would be, just a run-of-the-mill walk in the park role for him. But, I think out of all the movies that I picked for my top 5, he is such firmly placed in this movie as like a cog in the wheel to make everything overall good.
Right.
Like, I'm not just spotlighting him for his abilities as an action star or his comedy chops or his nuances and his acting ability. I think that out of all of the films that I picked, this is the most complete and full movie
Right.
that features him
Right.
in it in a prominent role.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Haley Steinfeld as Charlie Watson
Mhm.
is a great lead in this role. Bumblebee himself is awesome, and we get to learn a little
Yeah.
bit more about him as
Yep.
one of the younger members of the team. And it's just like, it's fun. It's a good old-fashioned fun action movie with giant robots beating each other up. It's something that the
enough
Transformer
said.
franchise really
Yeah.
needs more of,
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, anybody that listened to that and was not sold on that movie, I don't know what you're doing, but
Yeah. Go watch
all the good things there. So we got ourselves a little bit out of order here. So Sean, oh wait, I gotta give you my number 2.
Yep.
What am I
yep,
doing? Oh
Yep,
no,
you're number 2.
which is crazy because I'm really excited about my number 2 because my number 2 is a number 2. It's Surfs Up 2 Wave Mania. If you have not listen, if you have not, have you seen it? First off,
All right, I haven't seen it, so
okay. So you need to see this movie because there's a lot of nonsense in it, but John Cena is in it and he plays his name is JC in the movie, which is ridiculous, but there's a team of extreme surfers and thrill seekers called the Hang Five, which JC is one of them. He's a penguin. The other penguins on the team are voiced by The Undertaker and Triple H. There is a puffin voiced by Saraya, aka Paige, and there is a giant otter voiced by Vince McMahon. Now,
oh god.
if that does not sell you on this movie, there's nothing I can say that will, because it is so ridiculous. I mean, the Undertaker penguin is basically an Undertaker penguin, and
Right.
like it's so ridiculous. But it is a lot of fun. I don't remember why I watched it, but for some reason we put it on, and I was like, you know what? This is not half bad. So
See, when you were going with an animated John Cena movie, I was thinking like, the one with the Flintstones or
Right.
Ferdinand. Like
Yeah, no,
he's done some solid animation work.
listen.
Right,
You haven't
right.
even seen this yet, so you want to talk about solid
That's
animation
fair.
work?
That's fair.
Now you
Listen,
gotta watch it.
listen. I previous to this, I had a premonition that you had never seen that movie. So I
It came
tweeted
true.
I tweeted John Cena that you'd never seen that movie, and he
Oh, geez.
responded with this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then Liv Morgan joined in, and she said that too. No, I'm telling you, just take a chance and watch Surfs Up 2 Wave Mania. The fact that I would talk about it just should say enough. All
and
right.
the fact that it's so high on your list.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Listen, yeah, it's up there, man. I'm telling you. All right. So that's going to bring us to our number ones. And since we're all out of order, Sean, what is your number one? I hope it's Surf's Up 2.
Nope, my number one was Ben's number 2. I went with Bumblebee. Out of all the movies that are on my list, Bumblebee, I really did enjoy. Like Ben said, I'm a huge Transformers fan anyway. I love Transformers, always have. I grew up with the toys, and then like the first generation of the cartoon, and when the franchise started on the movie side, I did enjoy them for the most part. But Bumblebee was like a nice, refreshing, like reset to the franchise that I think it sorely needed at the time.
Yeah, it kind of got lost in the woods at one point there. I mean, I watched from the very beginning. I saw the first Transformers in IMAX, and that was insane.
Yeah.
But it kind of lost its way for a while there, and I think Bumblebee was a nice turnaround for it.
Yeah,
I agree.
Bumblebee was the best Transformers movie since Transformers: The Ride at Universal Studios.
Right.
Oh.
There you go.
Wow. All right.
Other than that, the franchise hasn't been that good since the first one, in my opinion. But
Well, listen, I mean, you want to talk Transformers, you got to talk about the original 80s cartoon movie, because
of course.
that's
classic.
Nothing beats that.
So good.
Nothing beats terrifying small children by killing off Optimus Prime.
Yep.
Right. True story.
Seriously. All right, Ben. Vaunted film critic, industry insider, writer, podcast host. Let's wrap up this John Cena thing in a big nice bow.
All right. Well, if you'll indulge me.
Sure, why not?
No.
I'm talking John Cena, I might as well.
So I did mention at the top of this that I wanted to showcase roles that John Cena had a bigger part in the features. I wanted them to be lead roles.
Right.
But also I thought that one of you would have mentioned this movie, but you didn't, so I have to bring it up now. And it's Blockers.
Blockers.
Well,
okay.
Like Bumblebee, John Cena is only one piece of the puzzle that makes Blockers such a great movie.
Right.
It's this coming of age sex comedy.
Right.
That sees the former WWE superstar as a concerned father who's having trouble accepting his daughter, becoming a woman. And his daughter, played by Geraldine Viswanathan. I'm so bad at pronouncing names. But she was in Miracle Workers, and she was in Thunderbolts. She's great. You're going to be seeing a whole lot more of her.
Yeah.
But like, John Cena plays a parent. Leslie Mann, Ike Barinholtz is also another parent. I feel like sex teen comedies are a really male dominated genre.
Right.
So to have this female focused story be at the center of something that would have been like a Fast Times at Ridgemont High or an American Pie or a Superbad, these films that are like rites of passages for people in our generation, Blockers, I think, was all of that for this current generation, and John Cena played a very important part in that.
Right.
But also part of the reason why I bring this up is because my number one is Sean's number 2, The Suicide Squad.
Okay. Did a little reversal over there.
Yes, exactly. A double heel turn, if you will.
Yeah.
Yes, but the thing I love about the Suicide Squad is that it was obvious that since John Cena started acting that he was going to get cast as a superhero. The
Right.
only question was which one was he going to be?
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone in a million years would have guessed that it would be Peacemaker.
Right.
Yeah,
And
definitely not.
so the things that he's been able to do with the character, along with James Gunn, have just been such a blast.
So good.
Christopher
So
Smith
fun.
Mhm.
comes off as this like shitbag,
Yeah.
for lack of a better term,
Pretty
when we
much.
first meet him. But like we get to learn more about him as we dive deeper into the movie and then the series. So,
Mhm.
Peacemaker has somehow turned into one of my favorite DC characters in terms of live action,
Mhm.
largely thanks to John Cena.
Right.
All right. Well, before I announce my number one, I just want to give a quick honorable mention.
Ooh.
This is not a movie, but this is an appearance by John Cena that I think needs to be thrown out there, and that would be his guest spot on Parks and Rec during the
Okay.
Johnny
Oh.
Karate Super Awesome Musical Explosion show. Because honestly, Andy Dwyer as Johnny Karate is one of the best things on that entire show. And
Right,
when he
right.
gives up Johnny Karate and has the big final episode, and John Cena shows up, and it's if you're not watching Parks and Rec, there's something wrong with you, because Parks and Rec to this day holds up. It is I feel it's timeless. Which is weird for me because I never thought I would be into it. I resisted it for some time because I was like, I just got done watching The Office, and now I got to
Right.
watch this, and I'm like, But I started watching it, and well, rest is history. But to say all of that, because we already talked about the Suicide Squad so much, and that of course is my number one.
Yeah.
Because I just thought.
Love it.
And what was great about Suicide Squad is I went to see it in theaters, but I had some friends who had rented a local theater here near us, and we had about 15 or 20 people there that were all friends, and it was just a fun time to watch a movie together.
Right.
It was a good time. So yeah, Suicide Squad is my number one.
All right.
Well, this wraps up an episode that I honestly thought I'd never participate in, because I never thought that I would ever talk about John Cena for that long or really give him credit for anything. But, stranger things have happened apparently, and here we are. So definitely some great stuff talked about today. Definitely some movies that if you have not seen them, you now have some recommendations to go out and check out some quality films, and not just
Indeed.
because John Cena's in them or in spite of the fact that John Cena's in them, but for a lot of the various reasons that were mentioned that go well beyond just John Cena's appearance, but talk about, different types of roles and different types of feelings and different types of experiences. So definitely take the time to go check some of those movies out.
Indeed.
Well, that is going to do it for this episode of The List. For Ben Silverio, for Parma Sean, I'm King Ralph. Wow. And kindness is free, so be kind to each other. God bless each and every one of you, even you, John Cena. And we will see you next time.